Best places to visit in London. 1. Explore the Tower of London. Inside the Tower of London, you will discover a royal palace, extensive armory, and a formidable fort. You can tiptoe into a king's bedroom and clear your doubts as to how royalty would have lived during those times. The crown jewels are sure to have you in awe. Don't dare take pictures inside, however, unless you want to spend the rest of your tour in the royal prison. Believe it or not, you might spot wild animals inside. The tower was home to many animals long ago, as you can see and learn about in the interactive displays. Keep an eye out for the 6 ravens, the tower's guardians. Don't get too close or attempt to feed them, though. 2. Climb the Tower Bridge. Notably, Tower Bridge is the only bridge on the Thames River that raises and lowers to allow ships to pass through. The bridge goes up and down 3 times a day, so if you time it right, you'll be lucky enough to pass by the bridge as it's raised. For a particularly pleasant experience, enter the North Wing. Walk up the 200 steps to the top, where you'll find an exquisite view of the Thames and the city. If the steps are a challenge for you, don't worry, you can also take the lift. 3. See the city from the London Eye. The London Eye is a must-see sight with an observation wheel that will show you the vastness of the country's capital, the largest structure in Europe. The glass capsules will hoist you 135 meters, 443 feet, above the Thames. We hope you're not afraid of heights. Even if you are, we would recommend you take the ride for an experience you will cherish forever. While the wait in line can be long, the 30 minutes ride on the London Eye is well worth the wait. 4. Visit Buckingham Palace for a royal experience. Make your way to the residence of the Brissith royal family on a visit to Buckingham Palace. When you look at the spectacular building, check out the flagpole on top. When it flies day and night, it implies that the Queen is at home. If you are lucky, you might catch a glimpse of her or other members of the royal family on the central balcony. When the Queen is away, especially when she visits her summer palace in Scotland, you may visit the Queen's Gallery and the staterooms. The best time to visit the palace is at 11:30 in the morning, which is when the changing of guards happens. The Precision March and music are moments that you must experience to appreciate this history of this long-standing tradition. 5. Say hello to Big Ben. One of the most iconic sights in London, Big Ben is an exquisite example of Victorian London. The clock sits atop the Elizabeth Tower in the House of Parliament. Sometimes the sound of the bell can be heard as far as 14.5 kilometers, 9 miles away from the tower. Since there is extensive ongoing renovation work, however, you won't be able to hear the bell until 2021. If the view of the world's largest 4-facing clock structure is not enough, you can always make your way to the public galleries of the House of the Parliament. Similarly, Westminster Abbey and the Churchill War Rooms are also within a few steps of Big Ben. 6. Feel the magic at Warner Bros. Studio London. If you are a Harry Potter fanatic, then a visit Warner Bros. Studio in London is an absolute must. Here, you can relive scenes from the movie, stepping right into the Forbidden Forest or Diagon Alley. If you plan your visit in advance, then you can partake in a celebration of Slytherin or a dark art session. Fans will love the authentic props and original costumes that appear in the Harry Potter movies. While we all have to live in real life, at least we can get this close to living in the wizarding world. 7. Selfie Time. At one of the most popular attractions in London, Madame Tussauds is the place where you can stage awesome pictures with wax statues of celebrities and historical icons. Take your time as you make your way through the 98 celebrities, all ready and waiting for their photo opportunities with you. Snap one saluting the Queen or adjusting Donald Trump's hair. You can sing along with Taylor Swift or put a ring on it with Beyoncé. When you book tickets, make sure you include a royal tea experience for an extra touch of class. 8. Step back in time at Westminster Abbey. This royal church and a UNESCO World Heritage Site is a must for any history lover's trip to London. With a 1,000-year-old history, you may have most recently seen Westminster Abbey during the wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton. While you can take pictures as you please, try not to make too much noise, as you may wake up the 17 monarchs resting here. Don't miss out on entry into the Pix Chamber, which still stands after more than 1,000 years. If you want an insider's understanding of the history of the church, make sure to book a guided tour. 9. Skip around Piccadilly Circus. Ever wondered where Piccadilly Circus gets its name from? The name comes from a tailor who used to stitch piccadills in the area. If you are wondering what a piccadill is, it is a stiff neck collar that was popular during the 17th century in London. What about the circus? This is where your Latin lessons would come in handy. Circus means a circle or ring in Latin, hence the name. Piccadilly. Circus is a central place from where you can move to any of the popular destinations in just a few steps. Right in the neighborhood, you can watch the Piccadilly Lights at night. The neon lights transform the decor of the area and make you feel like you're in Times Square without leaving London. If you are a theater buff, take a walk into the theater district, where you can run into some of the world's most popular musicians. 10. Stop at the iconic Trafalgar Square. Trafalgar Square is south of Leicester Square and features some iconic statues and monuments. Look out for the smallest police station in Britain, made to accommodate only one person. According to most maps, the nearby Charing Cross station is the city's point zero, or where all the roads lead. The National Gallery portrait and St. Martin in the Fields Church are a stone's throw distance from Trafalgar Square. When you stand at the center of Trafalgar Square, in every direction you look, you will see a piece of British history. 11. Houses of Parliament. Step through halls where history was made time and again by visiting the British Parliament. Guided and self-guided tours, which come highly recommended by recent travelers, take visitors through multiple areas of the building, including Westminster Hall, the oldest building on the parliamentary estate, which is more than 900 years old, the House of Commons Chamber, and the House of Lords. If you're not interested in perusing the corridors that make up the UK's governing body, many travelers say that simply admiring the iconic structure's impressive exterior is enough, and an absolute must-do for anyone visiting London. If you're one of many looking to snap your own photo of one of the most photographed buildings in the world, the best vantage point is from Westminster Bridge. But if you want a truly smashing shot, head on over to Lambeth Bridge or the Golden Jubilee Bridges on the South Bank for a view of Parliament and the London Eye together. Keep in mind that Westminster Bridge connects two of the city's most popular attractions, London Eye and Parliament, and as a result, is almost always very crowded.